if I had your talent.
Okay.
And I said, that's mad, that someone who like inspires me and I see doing something with their talent, one time told me if they had my talent, so why am I wasting it and sitting on it kind of thing. I was young, innit? So like, it's life, you just don't know, innit? Like now, I know the industry. At the time, I don't know if I was thinking about it like how we would dissect it now, but I think at the time I was just like, nah, this isn't cool.
The reason why is completely different, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's my reason why, but my purpose is to have impact.
I'm looking after my mum, and this was new to me because I never looked after her. And then day 3 comes, and then a family friend has called me to send their condolences. And I started laughing because I had no clue what they were talking about.
You can see that I'm back with a couple of real ones there in the back. Took some time away, but we go again.
Welcome to another episode of Pool and Conversations. On this episode, for me, this is very special to me because I bring you not the one and only my friend, but also I think I'm inspired by, who I also think is a great individual and also a great friend. I bring to you not only my brother, Osh.
Thank you again, brother.
Thank you, man.
Appreciate you.
Thank you for coming down here today. For me personally, I think your time alone to come down here is appreciated, and I know that obviously with everything that you have going on, to spend your time today is absolutely. I'm grateful for it. A lot of people out there know who you are. They know your name, but I don't think they know who Osh is, the human being, and what you get up to in your daily basis, and how you deal with life adversities. So today we're going to kind of have just a general conversation, no pressure, no nothing. Just rap with your boy as you would normally rap. Normal day, know what's going on. So to the audience watching, can you just give them an insight as to yourself, Osh, where you're from, just a brief kind of information about Osh.
So Osh, don't need to know what that's short for, but yeah.
What is it short for?
O'Shea.
O'Shea?
Yeah.
Amazing.
Yeah, so
amazing.
O'Shea,
I just found out now.
Yeah. Because everyone just calls.
You see what I mean? But
everyone just says Osh in it, so yeah.
Okay.
But from Norbury, Fulton Heath. I know Onyx for years. Oh no, I've got to call you. What am I meant to call you now?
That's fine.
Do they know why you're...
That's a story
for another day.
About myself.
But went to the same school. But I was like, I'm actually, I'll say with pride, I'm mad younger than him. So yeah. But we're all from the same area. Just grew up in the ends, and then obviously I've been blessed with the talent that God's given me. And when I got of age and realised the type of road I wanted to go down, like really go down, I pursued it, and it's kind of worked out for me. So musician,
Amazing.
That's
amazing.
me. So, yeah.
Was when you was growing up, was like music the only talent you had when you were growing up?
No. I'm a man of many talents, I would say. What
other talents did you have?
I'm very into sports, so obviously but we kick ball a lot. So we play football. I'm like a jack of all trades when it comes to sports. So like I'm at least half decent at every sport.
Every sport.
Half decent at every sport. I won't be the best, but
is that the arrogant Osh talking, or is that the? I'm actually very, because I've seen your football.
So what? Give me a number out of 10 for football.
For football, it's arguable. It's arguable.
I'm a solid.
On your day.
On a good day.
On a good day, 8.
Alright, cool. On a bad day, it's mad. It's very bad. It's very bad. But like sports, I can play a few instruments. I write so I like to write. I was always good at English, for example, and top of my head. And then we dip and dabble in other things.
What is your heritage?
Caribbean, Jamaica.
Yeah.
I don't like to boast, but there is a hint. There's a hint of Cuban in me.
You know what I've found lately? Everyone's trying to add a little spice.
Yeah, my granddad's born in Cuba.
Do you know how many individuals have had on the show that tried to add? I think we had Jim Busy, you're probably familiar with them.
yeah.
And one of the individuals told me they got Colombian in them. I was
Who's-
thinking, mate, I've
wait,
known
who
you
said
for
that?
years.
Which one?
Jazz.
No, let's-
That says that Colombian. Now
No.
you're telling me you got Cuba in you.
who's Colombian? Did he say? Did he go into Dio?
He didn't go.
Well, I'll go into Dio. My granddad is born in Cuba, so
Yeah?
yeah, but yeah.
Alright, that's
But obviously, my parents Jamaican, and yeah. So
Nah, cool. Yeah, that's amazing. But going back to your talents, obviously you said you're a man of many talent. How did you first figure out that you were good at music?
I guess that was brought to my attention, I guess, from just church, from what I can remember. So, yeah, when I was mad young, choirs and choirs. I was in the church choir like when I was like 4. Well, not the church choir. There was like one for kids, obviously. So like children's choir, like from age of 4, and then I was like singing solos in church at like 5, 6. And they wouldn't be just letting anyone do that. So yeah, and when if I look back on those old videos, I was a good singer for a 6-year-old, innit? So yeah.
That means that your upbringing must have been family orientated.
Yeah. My mum and dad sang in church. It's mad because if I look back on it now, I wouldn't say my dad could sing, but he definitely he definitely did his thing. But my mum could actually sing.
Okay.
So like I would say my singing is, if you look at anything that I do when I'm performing or anything, my actual singing probably for my mum, and then how I would perform and get it across is more my dad.
More your dad.
So a mixture of both of them. So yeah.
That's crazy. That's amazing because sometimes when we have talents, like I said, it's either learned behavior or something we figure
Definitely.
out, and we figure out actually we're very good at that or we're decent at that. In a sense, so that's crazy that you even made that statement.
Can I interrupt? Can I talk off camp?
Yeah, you can talk.
Welcome back, Jazz. You Colombian? No, but yeah, we're allowed.
Yeah, no, yeah.
You're Colombian.
What's that?
Sorry, just a little segment there. So no, that's crazy because when I look at you, I was always thinking like, okay, Osh's naturally talented at music, but I've always wondered where did that start? Because a lot of people that do music, someone in their family has done some sort of music, and
my mum and dad definitely from them.
Yeah. What about you? Like, obviously, you spoke about like growing up in Stanley. Like, how was that like for you? Or not growing up in Stanley and your educational background, like growing up in school. How was that like knowing that in that time, your type of music that you was brought up with by your parents, not a lot of people had that same interest at that point?
So funny enough, in Stanley, so it's you know what's mad? Currency in school, you learn. So like when I was in primary school, right? In primary school, everyone's innocent, right? So singing was cool, yeah. So I've gone to Stanley in year 7. I'm like, singing's gonna be I can sing, So when you're in primary school, you like what? What's your currency? People can either sing or dance or something, right?
Or something, yeah.
So I went to Stanley, like I said. So Otis went there, Jazz went there, for example. And it was a rough school, innit? So you have to quickly adapt. So I must have, in year 7, I've gone there and I'm on my singing. You get me? No. No. That's not the current. No. Not even that is a known. That's if you. I'm not talking about at the time. If you wanted life difficult, you do that. So I quickly learned. That's not the way. But at the time, it's funny enough when I look back on it. At the time, I kind of put it to the side. Only those who like really knew that I could sing knew I could sing at a certain point. But like for a little bit, I tried to keep it.
So you're trying to basically tell you that your obviously environment kind of like had a deterrence.
Yeah. Like it wasn't deemed cool at the time.
Yeah.
So like like when I look back on it now, I wouldn't bring it.
Did you feel like you had to hold that side of you back from individuals rather than flaunt it, or you feel like people wouldn't understand?
At the time, I don't know if I was thinking about it like how we would dissect it now, but I think at the time I was just like, no, this isn't cool. So in order for me to be cool or something, I've got to not do this often or whatever. Do you get what? So yeah, but so that's why I kind of didn't do it as much when I was in until a point where I kind of understood me more. But like in the early days, I tried to probably keep it under wraps.
Under wraps.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
It's crazy, isn't it?
Yeah, because.
And what's mad is a lot of the people who like, obviously like I got a lot of friends from school in it, so a lot of the people who I like kept it under wraps, trying to think wouldn't like it. Funny enough, as we were older, have said to me like, if I had your talent, and it's just mad in hindsight looking back, I was like, little do you know that I thought you didn't like. But yeah.
It's that insight stuff is crazy.
Yeah.
As humans, and this is something I tend to think about. We sit on other people's opinions.
Yeah, definitely.
Very, 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 very heavy, especially with creatives.
Yeah.
That's one thing I've noticed with, like, let's say artists, those that actually paint or draw, or musicians or film editors. There's this thing that they have in terms of getting it perfect, and because not perfect for themselves, perfect for criticism, opinions, right? So they kind of shy a lot with a lot of their content or whatever they've created, just because most of it is opinion based, because again, you put time and effort into this film, something that you really care about. So you want the opinion or the reception to be positive. And that's one thing I find, so it's crazy that you touch on it. You touch on it slightly, but you have to hide it. Obviously the years have moved past, you're in church, you found your love for music, but you're trying to navigate through this. Now, obviously, back in the day, a lot of people really knew you as O'Shea or Osh. Those who knew you personally. You had this moment where you made a song and it went viral, in a sense. For me, that was amazing to see, because I was like, all right, this is great, this is good. She's got this. Now, talk to me about that period of moment in your life where your music went viral. How was
it's different here, The dripping the sauce, the drip is so saucy. I don't know why they wanna want me, why they wanna warn me if they don't know me. Different here, The dripping the sauce, the drip is so saucy. I don't know why they wanna want me, why they wanna warn me if they don't know me. She said, hand on her heart.
What was that whole period like for you?
It was calm, to be fair. Like at the time, I literally properly embraced and started music maybe a year in. At the time, like a lot of people I knew. So the reason why, a year before is when I probably started, And at the time I was at university in Southampton.
So you started a year before university?
So I graduated 2 years before, and then I got a graduate job in Southampton. And in that year of my graduate job, I said, this isn't what I want to do. Let me use my talent. And one of the reasons was actually, like I'll never forget it. One time, Storms gave me a lift to Southampton, because I think at the time he was working up there, and or something like that. And then later on, that's when like a lot of people I know was doing their thing. So like Storms was doing his thing, Section Boys were doing their thing, They were getting mobos, And I think I watched it one time, and Storm was one of the people who said, if I had your talent.
Okay.
And I said, that's mad, that someone who like inspires me and I see doing something with their talent, one time told me if they had my talent, so why am I wasting it and sitting on it kind of thing. So when I was doing my graduate job in Southampton, every weekend I would come down to London and then I would go studio. And then like I came up with a concept of, we used to call it This Side Tuesdays. So every Tuesday.
How the name came up?
Yeah, This Side already came up, but I was like, This Side Tuesdays, all the T's and all that stuff. So I was like, that made sense. So then we was posting freestyle. And the freestyles were doing good in the ends locally. Like everyone was seeing it. And then I put out a song. We did a launch party, we put out a song. And then I said, let me stop doing freestyles of myself, and we'll do freestyles of like artists. And then it was Travis Scott and then Burner's Yay.
Yeah.
And then I put out the so then we said, which one we should put out first? And the Yay one was the first one. And then, yeah. And funny.
How did you feel? Like, did you, obviously, from what you were saying to me, you didn't know what was going to happen next.
No, I knew eventually my thing. Like, you know me, innit? So like, I'm not one to doubt myself. Like, I know.
So you knew that song was gonna do what
I knew it was gonna do something.
Yeah.
Like what it done.
Did it surprise you in any way?
No, I wasn't surprised because I knew it was always gonna happen at some point. I've always believed in myself. Like I've always believed that I am something different. Like fresh, like a breath of fresh air. Like there's no one. I don't think there's anyone. If I speak on the UK, I don't think there's anyone. If I'm consistent and doing my thing, there's no one in my lane.
Yeah.
Personally, yeah. So yeah, I always knew. Even then, like, what's mad is So the song I put out before, I put out one song before. Yeah. Then I did the Yay freestyle. Yeah. So I've gone to one of my publishing meetings. Yeah, and at the time, we thought that the publishers were talking to us for Yay, the viral video, yeah? And then...
This is after you've gone viral,
yeah? Yeah. But no, during it, yeah? But, the song that I did before was doing well locally, and then they were signing me on a publishing deal off that, and we thought they were coming...
On the package?
We thought they were just coming on the viral video alone. Yeah. But they had no clue that it was me that did the Yay thing.
Yeah, okay.
They were talking to me based on the song that I put out.
Okay.
I wasn't even out there yet at this point. Yeah. So like, that just to show like my thing was completely different because, So like, yeah.
That's amazing. Yeah. So in that moment, like, okay, your song's going off now.
Yeah.
Where's your mental at? What are you thinking? You thinking, all right, yes. Like you said, you're confident. You knew it was going to happen, right? So are you thinking, I'm here now. This is what I deserve. This is what I need. How were you taking all that was happening in that moment?
I was just thinking, it's good. It's time. I don't think I ever got carried away or been carried away or moved different to anyone that I know or anything. I think I've always been pretty level-headed. So yeah, it was just like another day. I said something to someone. I was like, because I feel like some people lose their heads when they get into certain situations because maybe they're not accustomed to, I don't know, popularity or money or knowing this person, that person, or I don't know. Obviously, it's a different scale, but I wasn't. Then it's gonna be like arrogant or anything, but I'm not surprised. It wasn't new to me. People like knowing me or something like that. I know it's different. I get that it's completely different, but it's not like it wasn't new. It wasn't like a new environment. It wasn't new. If that makes, I don't know if that makes sense what I'm saying,
that makes perfect sense. Yeah. So for me, maybe I probably speak on behalf of some of the public out there. When something like that comes out, it builds a level of expectation.
Yeah, no, definitely.
Unknowingly, not subconsciously, unknowingly, right? Because you fed the people.
No, I think knowingly. Yeah. Yeah.
A lot of people were now, because you've gone viral as a public card, they only see what they see on the internet, right? You've gone viral now. Now they've seen you in their face. You're in their preference. Now they're expecting something else and something else.
Yeah.
Do you feel like you had a pressure to deliver after that viral?
Definitely I know there was a pressure there. I don't personally feel pressure, but I know there was an expectation there. Yeah. But I don't. Yeah. It doesn't change me or didn't make me feel.
What necessarily happened? Because for me, as your friend, knowing you, like I saw it and I was like, yes. Do you get what I mean? And then obviously subconsciously. Obviously, we don't speak every day. Not subconsciously, I had an expectation. That's all I'm saying from this angle. So I'm thinking, all right, she's here now, and he's gonna stay here. He's worked hard for this. Yeah. Now to not get music back, I might be none the wiser. This is me speaking again, like to say for some of the public. Yeah. I might not be the wiser. What was going on? Why was there a follow-up or a consistency? Because I didn't know you did some tracks. Where was you at mentally with music?
Looking back, I think looking back now, because at the time I didn't know, but now I think what changed was before I was doing what I wanted to do, and then as soon as that was the only thing I think changed. So as soon as everything's happened now, I'm overthinking. I'm starting to think, what do I need to do? What do they want?
Okay.
It's not like before, like I wasn't, because now, in the place I'm in now, I know me, I know my sound, I know my style. Can I swear?
Yeah.
If you fuck with it, you fuck with it.
Yeah.
At the time, it was, okay, everyone's looking, how do I keep everyone looking? But what's mad is, when I did what got people's attention in the first place was just me being me anyway. But then I think after that, I've just started to overthink. And that was, I think that was, on looking back now, that was my issue at the time.
Was it just the external factor? There was nothing like going on in your personal life at the moment? Because I think I've had a previous conversation with several guests that have been on the show. Like I said, spark is a hard thing. I keep saying this, right? Spark is a hard thing, or motivation is a hard thing to keep up, right? When you're dealing with stuff. Were there any external factors in that period of time that were occurring apart from you wanting to do what?
In the beginning.
Talk to me about it. What was like?
No, in the beginning there was there was no problem. I think I was super motivated, but I just maybe I wouldn't say I had the wrong people in my ear. Maybe at the time, well, I was 22, 28 now. So I was 22. Like I was young, innit? So like, it's life. You just don't know, innit? Like now, I know the industry. Yeah. I know how to behave. At the time, I've just gone into an industry. I'm overthinking. I'm trying too hard. I'm trying too hard at the time. And in this industry that we're in, you have to be selfish to a certain extent, and you have to be secure. Yeah, you have to be secure in your thing. Yeah. Like now, I don't overthink now. Like in the what I plan to do next. You know, obviously you have like I don't plan. It's not. If, like I said, if you fuck with me, you fuck with me. If you don't, my job is to get people to like it, hopefully. But if you don't, you don't. If you do, come along, innit?
Yeah, that's amazing. There's one thing I want to touch on. The reason why I'm asking this topic is because obviously knowing you personally, there was a period in your life where you probably had losses, right? And I see this all the time, and I think I've had this conversation several times on the show, that as men, where we are not emotionally led, we're more logic led, right? Yeah. It's very difficult to deal with adversities and losses, right? Now, so I'm aware that you lost your father.
Yeah.
In this period of time.
Yeah.
These things were going on, and for me personally, like with loss, I'm gonna tell you, and I'm gonna be real with everyone now, is sometimes I don't know how to show the emotion I'm really feeling. Do you get what I mean? It's easy to just be like, oh, I'm not in the mood, or I'm sad, don't talk to me. But to express in words what I'm actually feeling is crazy. Luckily enough for me, I haven't lost someone like a father, but unfortunately for you, which saddens me, that you've actually lost someone that inspired you in music. Like, how did you deal with you having a viral moment, you losing your father in that period of time, and having to express yourself emotionally? Was music your escape, or did you feel like you had to do a bit different?
So again, always hindsight now. It was 2 years after it was a year and a bit since I've found myself in my career and stuff. And looking back, I dealt with my dad's death. Well, you can't say, because you grieve, innit? But let's just say, for the sake of it, I dealt with it shit. Right, so shit. Pandemic happens, my dad died. Pandemic starts in 2020, March 2020, and my dad died in April 2020. So that was the original, like the first wave of COVID or whatever. That's when we was in hystericals. That's when people were running to shops to stock up their house. So when people couldn't leave their yard. That's when the government had no clue, we had no clue. So I'm an only child for my mum, but I'm an only child basically. So at the time, my dad was fine. and he was the well one. My mum has Parkinson's, so he was the carer for my mum, and then so yeah, he's died, and then at the time it was in like 3 days, so he wasn't on
3 days.
Yeah, it's over 3 days. So
Wow.
he walked out the house, like walked out fine. They thought that he just had like an infection. They didn't even think it was COVID. So he's walked out, said bye and all that, and then they've called and said he's on a ventilator, and then they've said that they can't breathe or nothing. But like I said, this was the first wave of COVID, so you can't leave your house.
Can't leave your house, yeah.
So now I'm looking after my mum, and this was new to me because I never looked after her before at this point as well.
Yeah.
So I'm looking after her, and then day 3 comes, and then a family friend has called me to send their condolences. And I started laughing because I had no clue what they were talking about.
Yeah.
So then I called the hospital to say, I asked the hospital if my dad was dead, and they told me yeah. And then we couldn't go and see him. He couldn't have a funeral. My mum never got to see him because she can't leave. Because she was high risk, and plus she's basically home. What's the word I'm looking for? Homebound or yeah. So yeah, that was a lot, and I think because that was just mad. Like just in a nutshell, breaking that all down now. So like that's happened. I'm now caring for my mum. There's a pandemic going on in general, so that's a lot for everyone as it is. I'm grieving. I can't even walk out the house for a walk. Nothing. So it was just a lot. It was just a lot. And then I think at the time I had to still, especially as a creative, so people started working from home, right? So as a creative, we were having to find ways of doing stuff. So I was doing like Insta lives and stuff. And then I think Clubhouse was going off at the time, so a lot of us were on Clubhouse, and then people were drinking from home, and I was just buying bottles of Ray. I was ordering bottles of Ray.
Straight to the top.
Yeah. No, it was everyone knew I was drinking Ray. Everyone knew I was just. At the time, I'm thinking I'm dealing with it quite well because like I said, I was creative. So my thing was doing I did like a toxic radio. That's what I call it, toxic radio, and it was like getting lots of views and stuff. And we were just, at the time I thought I was just I was dealing with it really good.
That was your escape.
Yeah, and I was drinking. Because obviously you can't go nowhere, so everyone was just drinking and just chatting, and then looking back at it now, I know I was like maybe trying to numb the pain, but so then life becomes eventually for everyone, life becomes normal, and then for me, I just kind of shut off. Yeah, I kind of just shut off. So I started staying indoors. I was looking burst, like I was in. So they say 2021 now, and I was finished. Like, and then my previous relationship, I was moving mad. I just wasn't treating. I started arguing with all my friends. I was pushing everyone away.
Repellent.
Yeah. It was crazy. It was mad. It was insane.
So what was the, because like I said, in this show, I like to provide understanding rather than like a judgment, right? And I keep saying this, is I don't think there's a particular way of dealing with grief.
Yeah.
Like, how do you deal with grief? How do you deal with loss? There is no way.
Yeah, there's no way.
You just have to let someone kind of express themselves, kind of aid them.
I feel there is a way,
Do you
but
think?
yeah, there definitely is a way,
What would
but
you say that way is?
it's I will never judge anyone in the moment.
So what would you say that way is?
I think the way now, in a place of I've sorted myself out, I would tell myself then to speak to someone. You need to speak to someone, and you need to. That's the first thing. Speak to someone. Don't go through it alone.
You see, when people make this comment about speaking to someone, right?
Yeah.
Sounds like water flowing up your mouth, right? But I think individuals need to remember that, like, not everyone's forthcoming.
No, I hear it, but that's what I'm saying. But that's what I said. I will never judge anyone in the moment. But if I could advise someone, I would say speak to someone. Whoever that someone is for you, speak to them and come up with a something. Another thing I would say is get out of your house. Even if you don't have, obviously, like I said, my circumstance was so mad because it was COVID and you couldn't come out of your house, innit? But like, get out get fresh air, go to the gym. The gym was one of the best. Was like, go to the gym. I don't know, but just get active, get busy. Get out of your house and talk to someone, whoever that someone is. Don't stay locked in, because it got to a point for me where I just didn't. Even if I wanted to go out, I couldn't leave my box. I'm not even talking about my house. So I've got my house. I'm talking about my room. I couldn't leave my room. Like, it was, the most I would do is go shower and then I would go back to my room and just watch nonsense on YouTube for a bit.
That's crazy. So you see, when all of this is going on, in
Yeah.
terms of like, because I'm deep in it and I'm thinking there must be several people that are going through similar things like you and might not be able to speak out. Do you get what I mean? And so at what point did your mentality switch and you thought, you know what, like, I'm actually like suffering, you know what I'm saying, and I need help, or how did you come out of that rut? How did you come out of that?
We're in 2023 now, so 2022 was like 2 years since it all happened. I said, this might be different, everyone's different in it, but for me, as someone who's naturally an outgoing person who for anyone who knows, like, I'm a bubbly character, like, as I know everyone, like, it's just love in it. And then for 2 years, but it was 2 years of just like not nonsense, but it was 2 years of sadness, depression. And for me, who's normally like, I said, F this, I need to switch the narrative a bit. I also thought to myself, knowing my old man, what would he want, how would he want me to be dealing with his death if that was to happen, innit? And I think the way I was dealing with it was not what he wanted. So 2022 came and I was just like, let's start. Let's just start something. And then, So the first thing I started doing was like getting out of the house, going to the gym, going to the studio, letting out my pain and that, and then,
Do you find, I wanted to ask a question, obviously you do very niche music. I just don't want to brush past that because I'm happy that was your source of like expression and your source of getting out. And I also do want to apologize to you on the show that, like, in that moment that I couldn't have done more to support you as a friend.
No, hold on. No, that's.
I don't.
You know what? Yeah.
Go on.
I just feel like I can't speak for other people. I just think the period for me was just very mad. Because when I think of my situation, I just don't know how many people are gonna. Obviously, people went through that. Yeah. I would have to speak to someone who lost someone during COVID, and like when you was locked in your house and you couldn't go anywhere. But like everyone now, because I had bare anger towards so many people. That's why I had to take accountability as well, because like I was moving very mad, very, very mad. And like, so like.
Did you feel like you lost your spark a bit?
Yeah, that was gone.
That was gone.
That was gone. That was absolutely gone. Yeah. Gone.
That's it. For me, the reason why I said I apologize to you personally, because sometimes you're so wrapped up in your own ish.
No, everyone's going through something. Everyone's going through something as well.
And that's the thing. And sometimes we're not sensitive enough to kind of understand what our brothers might be going through. Obviously, so for me hearing them now, that's the least I can give to you. Do you get what I mean? Because what I couldn't give to you is my presence or my support. But I'm happy that like you are out of that rut and you're into this mode now. So
yeah, we're lit now, man. We're back to being lit.
Cool. So you dropped your let's say comeback single.
Yeah, it's doing good.
So now you're thinking in 2022. You're thinking this is how. My dad wouldn't want to deal with this. I wanna get back to how he would like me to be. So how did we get to releasing Funny Things then?
2023.
2023, and then where's your mental at? Where's your mind state at now? Like
So 2022 was a whole year. So yeah, 2022 was a whole year of rebuilding. So like, I had piles of letters stacked up. 'Cause I wouldn't even open letters. I didn't even tell you. I didn't even open letters. Son. So the first thing I did, I went through all my letters, sorted out, had to sort out life basically, sort out my mum, and then, funny enough, I was ready to come back at the beginning of 2023. So I just rebuilt myself all of 2022. Started going gym, started having a routine and all that stuff, and then I was gonna come back beginning of 2023, and then obviously I got some news again, but this time it wasn't bad news. This time, my good looks and stuff, to get me, help, and my strong. What's the word I should use? Swimmers?
Yeah.
No, I got blessings. I had a baby on the way, innit? So like, I had to stop again, but obviously this time it was for good reasons. I just had to make sure everything was prepped and ready for my child, innit? So, but even that was a blessing, because I'm all thinking I'm ready to come back in beginning of 2023. And now, not that I wasn't in a good space mentally, but I just had to carry on getting some stuff sorted. So I've done that now. And then we've worked towards now.
Yeah.
And this year was just about having structure, order, a bit of discipline in my life. And then in 2023 we shot the video a couple months ago, and it felt so good to be back in my environment. And I set some goals for the song, and I smashed those goals. And what's mad is again, hindsight, and it's easier said than done, so I will never put that pressure on, but if I could tell just go for it, just go for it. Like, don't overthink. I even found myself, and I will still find myself overthinking. And it's not until I've finally done it, that I now know, don't overthink. Just go for it.
I'm going to ask you a specific question.
Yeah.
How does Osh want to be taken on by his fans and audience? Because you do, the reason why I asked that question is because you do is very, very, so like we had a conversation the other day in the studio, and I said to you, like, you do a very specific genre type of music, right? Now, my knowledge, I might be wrong, disclaimer, I might be wrong. The UK that we are in, especially in the industry, respectfully, they don't care about the type of music that you make, and it's just going from the genre. That's what I mean. The genre type of music in terms of what the UK's birthed from that genre, you can count that in one hand.
But then I disagreed with you though.
Yeah. Why do you? How do you deal with that knowing, or why do you disagree with me first and foremost?
My thing is, I think there's a lot of shit music out there in the UK, yeah? But the thing that I will do, and that's why I'll never get at people realistically, is because the music that I might personally think is shit, that artist that's doing that, yeah? They are working hard. Realistically, there's what's the population? What's the population? All right, cool. So half of that, there's gonna be half that like that. So if they're consistent in this music thing, or this creative space, whatever, creativity, it's all about consistency and hard work. So even if something's shit, if you carry on putting something out, that's that. There's gonna be someone that likes it or takes to it. Yeah. So like, my thing is, if for the genre, for the people who do the genre that I do or whatever, I feel like a lot of me, myself included, we haven't been consistent. So if we change that narrative of consistency and really working hard,
I like that perspective.
Then and also like,
it's very difficult when you have gatekeepers.
If something's popping, it's popping.
Yeah.
Who did viral video? Who was doing that before? No, who thought no one, like, if it pops, if it connects, it connects. Yeah. And the gatekeepers are gonna open the door if it connects.
So it's a good thing that you have this mentality. The reason why I have this conversation is because, like you said, you used to be an overthinker.
Yeah.
As the sounds of things now, it seems like it's a very I don't kind of care mentality.
Yeah, now it's
I'm
just
gonna do what I'm gonna do.
yeah, now it's just do what makes you happy, and the people that make and it's for the people who enjoy it. And I'm like, ideally, I would love everyone to like it.
So
But
what gives you purpose now?
so yeah, we said this. So my reason why is my son, but my purpose is the people, because I want to make music that I want it to get an emotion out of the listener, some form of emotion, whether it's happiness, anything. That's my purpose, to do something for the listener.
Why do you care about the people so much?
I've just never known different. I've always cared about people. So yeah.
What motivates you? Just out of curiosity. Sarah, I ask random questions sometimes.
Now or before when I first started?
Now to like write music.
Now, baby sing. Before, I just love the attention. Now I feel like definitely now I've got purpose, a reason, because it kind of, I never lost it. I just needed to go.
What's your understanding of purpose?
Purpose, your reason why.
The reason why.
Yeah, for me, that's your reason. Your purpose. Actually, wait.
That's why I asked the question, bro. Yeah, what's your understanding of purpose? You're alright. I don't think you're right.
This is my reason why.
Yeah.
Saying it now is my reason why. But is it my purpose? No, I am.
You're your purpose.
Yeah.
There's something in you
How that
is
just
your
hit me as well. That's mad. He just asked me. That's crazy. Yeah, because the reason why is completely different, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's my reason why, but my purpose is to have impact.
In the time where, just briefly touch on it quickly, in the time I can respectfully say that you were signed, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And you was trying to do things for what they wanted.
No, not even them. Not them specifically, because they would. It was definitely the people, but there just has to be balance. There has to be balance with.
Because for me, sorry to interrupt, and like I said, it's because I care and I wanted to get a better understanding of it. A lot of the reasons why a lot of people don't do a lot of things is because of finances, right? Because sometimes they don't have a lot of finances to carry on, or like they got on important things where the finances have to be put in place, right? So for me, in that moment, I'm thinking, all right, you're trying to do something, you've been signed, and you now have the backing and finances. So obviously, having this conversation with you, I understand there are elements without your control that happen in that moment. But with the finances and the backings, why didn't you just power through? Why didn't you just think, you know what, like
Overthinking. I just wanted to be perfect. But you can't be perfect in this. You just got to test. Even I saw something the other day. I think I saw something of Central C and Dave talking about Sprinter in the studio, and I think no one in the studio liked Sprinter or something like that. And now look, Sprinter is the song that done.
I really like that song very well.
No, but I like it as well. But no one in that studio session liked Sprinter, and then Sprinter ended up being the best song that they put out together as a duo. So like, but overthinking, because like I have tons of songs that might not ideally be my favorite song, but it might connect with the masses. Like My Yay is not my best. No one could ever tell me it's my best song, but obviously it's connected. That's the one that connected with people, innit? So.
Do you ever feel in this period of life that you think, you know what, I've had enough of this. You know what, I'm just gonna do. Because as creatives, right, especially artists, when you're doing stuff, I'm sure within myself or whoever was watching this that's creative, you have moments where you think, let me just go do something safe. With creative, with being creative, there is no safety bracket.
Well, I like to think I'm smart, so I dabble in other things anyway. But in terms of I will never, like, that's my passion. Like, music is my passion, so I will never not do it. But I'm in a blessed position in the industry, right? So I'm in it. I'm in the door, I would say, yeah. I understand. Like, I could never get why anyone would be upset or give up because they're not popping. Right.
Why would
because that's it. That's the game. Like, if you're not, you can't be upset about if you're not popping, it's because of you.
You think?
No, 100%. So if when I'm at the top, it's because I've done something to be at the top.
Yeah.
I'm not. They're not. People are not gonna. Our world is based on people listening and consuming.
You don't think people fall on things by accident?
What do you mean?
Like in terms of like being at the top, do you think some people get there by accident? Do you think, oh,
No. That's nonsense.
Yeah.
Whether people want to accept it or not, that person that you see at the top, they've got there somehow. There's something about that individual. It's either their look, is what it is.
Mm-hmm.
It's either their songwriting, it's either their voice.
Mm-hmm.
If we're just talking about music specifically, there's something about them. No one's there by coincidence.
So now, another question I ask is, you just mentioned specifically that you've been through the door, right?
Yeah.
Do you now you're rubbing shoulders of a lot of industry.
Yeah.
Now, isn't that inspiring you more to pursue this, or maybe to build more bridges or more connections, or maybe more features of collabs? Why don't we see more of Osh and collabs when you already feel like you're in the industry?
I just like to do my. I wouldn't collab for the sake of it. I've got collabs, but I just want to do it for the sake of it.
Were you inspired by any of these people that you're rubbing shoulders with? Do you think? Did you learn anything?
Oh, they all inspire me. Everyone in the industry inspires me in their own way. I swear to you, even if someone I might not think is talented, if someone might not be talented to what I might think of as talented, right? There is something to look at in regards to their thing.
Yeah.
Like you'll hear people talk about a song being crap, right? But that song will still end up being number one.
Yeah.
That's not happened for no reason. I'm not a hater in it personally, so like.
I would say I'm 50-50 with that opinion, because I feel like in this world that we live in, yes, your talent is absolutely amazing and it does help you get there.
Yeah.
But we're also in the world where it's also about who you know.
Well, then that's something about you, then, isn't it? Your network. Then it is your network. You know how to network.
You think?
No,
I can see it from that perspective.
You know how to network, because not everyone can network.
So what was it like on a brief, to touch upon it briefly, what was it like becoming a parent what was it like becoming a parent and what are your, obviously you've got your son, back in music, you've got high energy, you're ready to drop. What are your future plans and what did your son aid in becoming that? What's your plan in becoming a parent and your future plans?
So as a parent, my plan is to just set the best example for my son. So I want him to be able to look at me and say, in his own field or whatever he wants to do, if he wants to be creative, that's up to him. If he wants to be a lawyer, if he wants to be a doctor, whatever he wants to do. But I want him to be able to look at me and say, oh, my dad worked hard, no excuses, got to the top, did what he needs to do, this is what I need to do. So I want him to look at me and be inspired. What was the next thing you said?
Your future plans.
My future plans.
Now that you're back, you've got your high energy.
28. I've set a goal for by the time I'm 30, and my goal in a nutshell is to be the best.
Be the best.
So,
I believe you already think that though.
No, but the people I believe it, but I need to make it clear.
You need to make it clear.
Yeah. So,
what's making it clear to you? Accolades.
I'm
gonna touch something on that, because a lot of people think this before we wrap up quickly.
Yeah.
A lot of people think this is because I always say this, right? With some of my brothers that are creatives, right? And I'm sure some of the team will probably hear you say that. I always say they're goats, right? The reason why a lot of people have different meaning to what goats are or what the greatest of all time is to them, because it's always specific to the individual. But for me specifically, I feel like if you are very comfortable doing what you're doing effortlessly, like it doesn't cost you no thinking, no drama, no nothing. You can do it time and time. Like if I tell you to sing now, you don't have to think about it. If you can do it time and time again, for me, you're the greatest of all time. The only difference, and this is where my opinion, I'm not saying this is fact, it's my opinion, is that you haven't received the accolades yet. The world hasn't seen you yet. So for me, all you're doing is the same thing. Now the only difference between that and that is the world just has a vision to what you're doing. So I feel like people wait for the accolades to feel like you said, they're the best. But if you feel that way already, you don't need the accolades. That's why individuals like Drake give a lot of his awards away, but doesn't even attend them, because he doesn't need that validation by a statue.
I don't think I need the validation. I just,
What is it?
because I don't care. Like I know my thing already, but I don't know, it's a funny one to be fair. I don't even know how I would word it. I don't know how to explain it, because I don't care, but I do care. But I don't care, if that makes sense.
Nah,
I don't even know what that means.
Last question before we wrap up here.
Go
on. I always ask everyone this that comes on the show. What is, because obviously from the brief conversation we've had, you've gone through a lot of things. What advice would you give your younger self that's been through what you've been through, trying to do what you're trying to do? What would you tell them, or the younger Osh? What advice would you give to them?
There's something about you. God has blessed you. You're anointed. Don't forget that, and keep going.
Keep going. You're anointed. Keep going. I love that.
Yeah.
I think everyone's got a blessing. Everyone's got a blessing. Now, thank you, my brother, man.
Love for having me, man.
I wish we had more time with you. I think this has been an amazing show.
Yeah, they're trying to kick us out. But
before we leave, I want to play a little game with you, and because I think your knowledge for music is absolutely amazing, and I think this is gonna test out the game I want to play with you. Is gonna test out how sick you are. So now, for me, this is gonna be like a brief game with yourself. I just put in place just to kind of test how good you are.
Cool.
With music. Now I've got 5 songs here with lyrics.
No.
I've got 5 songs.
I'm gonna. You're so mad. I'm gonna lose.
Why are you gonna lose? You're meant to be music. You're a songwriter
I
as well.
swear to you, yeah.
People, he's a songwriter as well. Just so you don't know this, he writes his own songs, and if you want him to write for you, trust me, DM him in his inbox.
Yeah, do that. But I'm actually gonna be crap at this game, bro. Go
So
on.
I've got 5 songs, and they are actually R&B songs. We're gonna do 5 songs, and then what we're gonna do is I'm gonna read out the words to you, and you just have to guess what the songs are.
Cool.
I'm sure you should be alright. This is an R&B song.
Can I get help from people inside?
You can get like 1 clue, but I don't think you need it. So I'm gonna start with the first song. You just have to get 3 out of 5. I'm keeping it very simple. Now the first song, the lyrics go: can you rock with me? Non-stop with me? Can you take it to the top with me? I just wanna love you, baby. Always thinking of you, babe.
What? So you lot all know it?
So see, everybody knows.
All right, wait. Can you say it one more time?
I'll say it one more time. Can you rock with me?
Can you sing it?
No. I can't. If I sing, it gives it away. Can you rock with me? Non-stop with me? Can you take it to the top with me? I just want to love you, baby. Always thinking of you.
Usher.
No. See, one more guess. Nah?
Someone?
Sing it.
Cool. I'll give you a clue. She just spun the block again. It's a female artist, and she spun the block again.
Jennifer Lopez.
She just recently spun the block again. Yeah? Do you give up?
Give up, man. What is it, Jennifer?
Ashanti, rock with you.
Come on, man.
Can you rock with me?
Baby, this is what I'm saying. You know I'm mad.
You gotta give it some cadence.
That's what I'm saying. You think I don't know that song?
Yeah, I have to read it. If I sing it,
give it a little piece of cadence.
Alright, next one. Let's go.
Just cadence.
Next one. Now.
Was that easy? Wait, was that easy?
They all got it.
That was mad easy.
Yeah. So this is a male. I'll give you clues. This is a male artist. Alright. I'm sure you should get this one. I want to know what turns you on, so I can be all that and more. I'd like to make you know what makes you cry.
Makes you cry.
So I can be the one that always makes you smile. There you go. See, someone in the team has got it. What? Yeah. I want to know what turns you on.
Nah. On it.
No artist.
Sing it to me. No, sing it.
If I sing it to you, get it.
Not sing it to me.
No.
What? Is this easy again?
Yeah, bro.
Who? Joe.
I'll give you a half answer. That is Joe. That is
Listen
Joe.
to the first lyric.
I want to know. The first lyric gives it away.
Sing it quick.
I wanna know what turns you on.
So wrong. Wrong.
Alright, cool. Next one. Next one. This is a male artist, and we got 2 more to go. This is a male artist.
But I don't. All right, cool.
Yeah, you
I knew both of those 2 songs, by the way.
Yeah, you're a songwriter. That's why I did it this way. You're a songwriter. Yeah, this is a male artist. Right?
Can it be sung to me? All right, can someone else sing them to me then?
Then you would know it.
But that's not. This is mad. Is this fair? Is this fair? Yeah.
That's maybe a clue.
This is
Like just someone reading out.
Let's go.
Someone just reading out lyrics to me is mad.
Yeah. I can't really explain it.
I can't really explain it.
I'm so into you.
I'm so into you.
Finally. By who? Wow. I'm so into you. I want to be more than a friend to you. When they ask,
I've actually had a mind there.
wow.
I want to be more than a
Guys,
friend of you now.
you're seeing this right now. This is a musician.
It's a rapper and
Yeah,
a
I
singer.
know.
Just guess one.
You know what's mad? I'm gonna say the wrong name. Why am I gonna say Cameron?
No.
Cameron. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Cameron. Are you listening to this, Cameron? This guy's like 97.
A. Maria Fabulous.
Fabulous.
Yes.
Cool. Last one.
Now what the Fabulous look like?
No, I don't.
I've got a last one for you. You should get this. It's a male artist again. A very classic.
But wait, do I get that point by the way?
No.
Wait, when I sang
It's a camera, bro.
Well, I sang the song.
No.
You get half a point.
Alright, cool. Last one.
So I don't get a shouting on it as well.
No, you know that one.
Nah, you wasn't even close to the shot.
No, I need that one.
Yeah. This is the last one here. I'll give you two more, and we'll go with this. So this is a classic. It's a male artist. The ladies love this artist. He's a ladies' man. That's your clue. Yeah.
Yeah.
Everything I've been doing is all bad. I've got a chick on the side and a crib on the right. I've been telling you so many lies.
So many lies.
Ain't good. Ain't none good. It's all bad. I just want to come. I'm not gonna get. I just want to come. Yeah.
Confess. Usher.
Alright, final one. I've got this final one. Male artist.
I would have been done.
Male artist. He's not. Male artist. Classic tune again. I think you should get this. Very basic. The first line gives it away, but I don't want to. If you're playing me, keep it under. Cause my can't take it any. If you're creeping, please don't let it. Oh baby, I don't wanna. Oh, yeah, it's a male artist. I'm gonna read out the lyrics fully. I don't wanna know. If you're playing me, keep it on the low. Yeah. If you're creeping, please.
It's a me.
Who's the artist?
It's a me.
There's a cartoon, and you have a partner, and they got some mushrooms.
God. By the way,
Mushrooms.
I want my halfway singing
Mushrooms.
I was singing the song.
I'm giving you a tip. Mushrooms. They step on mushrooms. Like they're growing bigger. They fight the final boss.
You're here now.
Mate, you're a musician. It's got a partner, and they go everywhere together, and he steps on mushrooms, and he goes down the
You got
tube.
3 seconds.
He's made it so
I sang
big.
the song already. That's the Magnums.
No, it's Mario Winans, mate. Mario Winans.
It's
You
not
know,
Mario Winans.
It is Mario.
It's
Winans.
Mario.
It's Mario. Whatever his name is. It is Winans.
No, it's not. There's 2
Mary
different
Winans is
people.
a gospel singer.
There's 2 different people.
Yeah, that's Diddy Winans and her brother.
Okay, Mario.
So
Mario.
it's in the song.
No, you don't get on the thing. You don't feel.
Just sang the song.
He's not your wife, you're not mad.
But ladies,
You lot,
He said Mario Winans.
guys, let's wrap up. Everyone.
like guys, we just want to say like, you've seen Tessa's Ocean's music abilities. You can see him. I'm like, this is questionable, mate.
Let's do another take quick of me just saying the names and you can edit it so I get fine.
He's trying to cheat, but on the real, brother, I appreciate you having this
No,
conversation,
man.
man.
Appreciate
It's
it.
been very therapeutic. Guys, I hope you guys take something out of this segment.
This is a great guy, by the way. Make sure like everyone lock in what
Yeah.
someone has helped me, someone I can speak to.
Appreciate that.
The whole
appreciate
team
that.
as well, they're all helping me as well. Appreciate them all.
Nah, man, guys, I hope you take something out of this, and I hope you take it to your experience. Look out for the next episode. That's Paul on Conversation until season 2.
Love.
Thank you.
I know telling people how you feel can often seem like a burden, but there's absolutely no shame in getting help if you feel like you're hurting. And yes, we all have our personal battles, but by ourselves we don't need to have a war about it. You'd be surprised at how many people will come and join you on the front line, ready to support. You just have to talk about it. In a safe space we can conversate, educate,